Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar, culture, nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
And that's Cole. Right there. Cole lives in Utah. And Phil and I live in California.
Yep. Okay. Did you?
That's it.
Was that it?
That's it.
Okay. That's for the new listeners. For the new listeners,
For the
now you know where we
uninitiated.
live.
Aaron currently lives... Well, maybe we aren't going to talk about this on the
That's
podcast.
fine. I don't care.
Aaron currently lives in El Centro, California.
It's true. But
He's
I'm
moving
soon
to
be a man
Some
on the
people,
move.
some people think
Less
they live.
Centro.
Some people think they live in Southern California, but they do not. Aaron lives in Southern California.
Stupid.
They live in Southward, California.
Yes, he lives. Yes, he can see the border from his home.
I can't.
Well, I mean, you're not really helping.
But I can see mountains that are in Mexico.
But could you
That's
throw a
something.
pigskin?
That's
at-
something. You can see. Yeah.
Could you throw a pigskin at?
But give me
border.
10
Used to be able to
minutes
throw
and
a
I'll be
pigskin
at
a
the
quarter
border. I can be in Mexico within like 15 minutes. I'm like
getting back
7
here
miles
is
from the
the problem.
border. Yeah, getting back is crazy because you have to like get back. You have to show them ID to get back.
Yeah.
And I don't have ID.
Nobody's checking ID.
Yeah,
anyways.
but I am not long for this place, I will say. That's one of my favorite things.
not what I heard.
Phrases. I'm not long. He is not long.
So you're
for
moving
this world.
from El Centro to Less Centro.
Yeah. We're moving.
But it's
We're moving
actually
on
more
up.
central.
My
The
wife
Centro.
and I are moving to another place soon. She got a job at a hospital, so I will be a kept man.
Is it in Los Angeles proper, the job?
It's technically in the city of Paramount, I believe. Something like that. It's like around Long Beach. It's Long
That's
Beach,
right.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Compton.
The LBC.
Long Beach, Compton area.
The 213?
Long Beach. I didn't know Long Beach was Compton adjacent.
North Long Beach and Compton are like border each
Yeah,
other.
for some reason I
Oh.
thought because Long Beach is like southwest of LA, right?
Yes,
For some reason I was thinking
No.
it's not.
it's south.
Yeah, it's just like
okay,
south or
but
maybe
okay.
even southeast.
In my mind, Compton was like east of LA for some reason.
No, Compton is like southern part of Los Angeles City.
Okay, like
Yeah.
south central.
and-
Yes. South Central is what
Yes.
that's what you're thinking
It
of.
makes me feel like the most like I've lived in such a bubble. When you watch like documentaries, like there's this gang documentary that talks about all the different gangs in LA, for example, and it's like, oh, and this gang is in South Central, and it's like, ooh, I've heard of that from hip hop songs. Like, oh, that's a real place that exists.
It's like a real place with real people.
Oh yeah, Paramount's
But
like
yeah,
right
like-
next to Compton.
Yeah. It's like so
Compton, Long
like
Beach,
Lakewood,
Inglewood.
Paramount, Downey, Compton.
Inglewood. I was.
How you feel? Whoop-de whoop. What? Oh yeah, Inglewood's like right next to LAX. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Long
live-
Beach is like a strip, but then it also goes all the way up to like to butt up against the bottom of Compton.
Okay.
It's like a weird shape. It's like almost like
I
Louisiana.
think that's a rap song. Butt up against the bottom of Compton.
I go and butt up against the bottom of Compton.
I saw the video. I remember the video for that song at least.
Yeah, and there's
Good
definitely
video. Good
butts.
video.
It's a lot of butt stuff.
Lots of butts
A lot of butt
up.
stuff.
Lots of butts and lots of
and they,
bottoms.
and they were up.
Because see, L.A. is like on the like Santa Monica and that stuff is on the coast, but there's
But it's
kind of
like
like
the
this
different coast.
weird like
Like
cake
that
thing
coast is going
happens.
north-south, and then Long
Yeah,
Beach's coast is going
on-
east-west.
Yeah, it's like a south-facing beach.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And you also even have family in Long Beach, right? Is it your wife's brother?
My wife's brother lives there. Yes.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
My niece
is that the
there.
record
You're gonna
store?
get to see. You're gonna get to go see your niece.
Yeah, dude. See her all the time.
Wait, is that the record store?
Correct. Yes. Although that
Your
doesn't
niece
exist
and your
anymore,
dog are gonna be like best friends,
surprisingly,
and that's awesome.
they are best friends. They
I know
really
exactly.
get along really well.
Those are like, and we're gonna get more pictures of them, and this whole thing is
And-
worth it because of that.
If you're in LA, you can buy me drugs or coffee or something.
Was that specifically for Gabrielle?
Or coffee.
Wait. And do you know where you're going to be living? You know where her job is, but do you know?
We've
where
been
you're gonna be living?
looking like around like Lakewood area. So probably nearby, not around that area, like Lakewood, Long Beach probably. We'll
You're
see.
looking like
Norwalk.
Compton, Long Beach, Inglewood.
Yeah, my brother lived in Inglewood for a while.
Okay.
Did he?
You lived up like south of LA, right?
Well, I lived in Orange County. I lived in like Costa Mesa, Newport Beach area.
Okay.
I lived in Torrance and Redondo Beach, and that's right. That butts up against Inglewood.
Yes, so
Torrance
that's
does.
just like west of Long Beach. Torrance, like northwest.
So if anyone
It's
has
it all is very close to each
if
other.
anyone has any tips on some hot apartments in
Yeah,
the area, let her
hot
know.
parts. We'll see. Don't send them to me because I do not care what you think. Anyway, that's my life. That's what's new.
It's now or never.
My life is now.
I'll still
or
live in
never.
California. I'll still.
I don't want to
I'll
live
always live.
forever.
I'm just gonna say to all the haters out there, California's great. It's a nice state. We have good stuff. It's good. Cut the crap.
California,
You're not better than us.
California,
We're better than you.
Here we go.
Also, if you live in North SoCal, hit up Mark Johnston. He's selling a Blues Junior.
California.
He wants to sell it locally. That's a friend of the show, enemy of Phil, Mark Johnston. At Mark
Wants to sell it
Johnston.
locally because who would want to mail a Blues Junior?
Yeah.
No one.
Who would? No one would. That's who would.
So, can you take grape nuts, put them in a bowl, and just pour milk in it and just walk away for like
Just
10
walk
minutes?
away.
Okay, here's the
And
first
then come back?
Here's the first question though. Can you just take a handful of grape nuts and just pop them in your mouth and eat them?
No.
No is the answer, right? Okay.
The answer is
we
no.
at least agree on that.
No.
Because they're like little,
So-
they're like hamster food, basically.
What
They're like
are
little
they?
Pellets,
Yeah.
food pellets.
Are they literally grape seeds? Because that's what they feel like.
That's like, I don't know why they're called grape nuts. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they have grapes or nuts in them.
I think that's why. I think it's because like they made them and they're like, these look like the seeds from grapes. They look like grape seeds. Let's call them grape seeds. And they're like, well, can't really call them grape seeds.
You're like, oh yeah, we should name them after that thing that everyone hates. That like when you go to eat a grape and then realize it has seeds in it, you're like, ah, son of a gun.
Call them grape nuts. Call them grape nuts. What? I'm gonna Google. What are grape nuts? What are they made from? Some kind of grain.
It's made from wheat and barley.
It was
believed
developed
that-
in 1897.
Dude, Post believed that glucose, which he called grape sugar, this is like the guy
what an
Post,
idiot.
like Post from Post cereal, like
Yeah,
Post Malone.
Postum.
formed in the
Post Malone made it up.
Post believed that glucose formed in the baking process. This, combined with the nutty flavor of the cereal, is said to have inspired its name. Another explanation originates from employees at Post who claim that the cereal got its name due to her resemblance to grape seeds or grape nuts. There you go, Aaron.
You know what else is weird?
There you go, fishbulb.
Grape nuts is hyphenated.
So is it an adjective? It's like
It's a
weak ass
modifier, yeah. Like, what is it modifying? Grape nuts.
cereal. Dude, this is some grape nuts cereal.
Listen to this. The cereal originally prepared by the product was a batter that came from the oven as a rigid sheet. He then broke the sheet
Dude,
into
it's like
pieces
freaking meth. It's like Breaking Bad.
and ran them through a coffee grinder to produce the nut-sized kernels.
And then they thought like,
Nut-sized
we
kernels.
should eat this.
This is literally the dumbest food ever. And it's from 1897. What? We don't need to be eating things from the 1890s.
Come on, guys.
That's not
Come on.
That's not when technology and health
we're better
were
than this.
at the height.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so stupid.
Like we're not still like doing freaking bloodletting to cure our diseases.
Yeah, like we were in my wife and I were in Rhode Island the other day, and we were like, she wanted to do this like mansion tour thing. I don't know if you're aware of this, but like in the early 1900s, like right around the turn of the century, in what they call the Gilded Age, the very wealthy people from New York would have these summer cottages that they called them in Newport, Rhode Island, but they're basically like giant mansions. But anyway, they're talking about like this one.
Is that kind of like the Hamptons? I know that's
kind of, yeah.
But that's like
it's like a similar
rich people
thing,
coming from New York, right?
Yeah. It's a little further away, and it was like not very populated. So they built these like massive like castles, basically, in like French style. But we took a tour of this one, and it's like this one had like they put subway tile in the hallways because they were just learning about hygiene and like how to prevent infection and stuff. And this is the era from which grape nuts came. So yeah, I don't think we should be eating them anymore.
That's like when they first started washing their hands. Remember all those
studies?
Studies?
Yeah.
Like, oh, all these women are dying in childbirth. And it's like, well, it turns out if you wash your hands, like you were just working on that freaking like.
Yeah, like they literally did not know that germs existed. Like germ theory hadn't come out yet.
And you're eating cereal that came out.
Wait, so what does that have to do with subway tiles?
Because you can just like hose them down or something.
Yeah, because all their like hallways were like lined with wood, and like so wood like takes everything in, and so they're like touching it and like you can't clean it. But if you have something that's made with tile, you can just rub it down, you can scrub it down, and then it's clean, and you get rid of all the like you can disinfect it easily.
Yeah, but okay.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be subway tile. It's just tile.
They didn't have.
You're right.
They didn't have like acrylic paint back then that they could just like clean easily.
Yeah, because it was like just so like the rich people would have like stone, which was basically like naturally antiseptic or whatever. But then the servant quarters were like all just wood, so they would get sick all the time.
Dude, and there's nothing worse than your servants getting sick and dying, because then you got to go find new servants, and it's a whole thing.
This episode is brought to you by the Sinusoid Custom Shop. Sinusoid Custom Shop is capable of doing pretty much whatever you want for your cables. They can make cool like tech flex combinations. They can make right angle on one end and a noiseless jack on the other end. They can do pretty much whatever you want. They got their speaker cables in there. They also have a really cool builder. You go on the website. You can design whatever you want. If you want a snake to put all your stuff in a loom together, you can do that there. If you want something wild out of the box, send them an email. They can do it. They do all kinds of crazy stuff all the time. And if you join our Patreon, you get a special discount for anything you buy from Sinusoid, including the custom shop. So tell them we sent you. You won't regret it. Sinusoid.com. Like, what are you going to do if you want some grape nuts at 2 a.m. and your servants are all sick?
Dude, poor servants having to fix someone grape nuts. You had to, like, put a pot on the stove just to make someone their cereal.
Is that what you do? You warm them up?
I think like the context that I'm familiar with is like putting them in warm milk, or like putting them in milk and then putting it in the microwave.
That sounds awful. And they like soften up.
Eat grape nuts. Yeah.
So it's kind
like
of a hybrid.
It's like oatmeal basically. How do you
Right, it's a hybrid.
So I just put how do you eat grape nuts, and the very first thing is from Metafilter. How do you make grape nuts edible?
My first one is from this website called Chowhound, and it says,
well,
here's the title. I have a box of grape nuts. Now what?
It's so good, dude. That's so
grape
funny.
Nuts. What's the grape nuts of
it's
guitar?
Like granola.
But like
I think
really
it's like
hard.
Granola, basically. Yeah.
It is. I'm sure he made it with like
sprinkle
sugar
some grape nuts on your
stuff.
yogurt.
Yeah. Jeez.
So weird.
Although this first response,
Sprinkle it over
they
yogurt.
are great
Yeah, I
on
don't
top
know.
of
Maybe
yogurt. I guess if you like put it on the yogurt and let it set for a while, it kind of softens. I don't know. Softens.
But I guess granola is pretty hard too. Softens.
But it's like there's a difference between
You can put it in some
crunchy
soft
and
tins,
hard.
and then
And
it'll-
grape nuts are on the
Yeah,
bad
here.
side of that.
Microwave
wall.
it with some milk. Microwave it with some milk and brown sugar and butter, and pretend it's still healthy, as if it was
Grape
healthy
nuts
to begin
pudding.
with. It's just like oatmeal.
What the hell is grape nuts pudding?
Guys, write in. Tell us if you eat like grape nuts. First of all, stop listening to the podcast because we don't want to be associated with you. But tell us how you actually make
We're
it.
spending way too much time on grape nuts, but it's very interesting.
Maybe I'll go buy some grape. The next time I stay at a hotel that's like has those little cereal boxes, maybe I'll try some grape nuts. Has anyone ever used those little cereal boxes? How they're designed to
like as the
open
bowl?
up the side and then use it
Oh,
as
and
a
eat
bowl?
out of them.
Yeah.
I
I
have.
have like camping.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
too.
Yeah, I could see that. It's like on one hand it's pretty ingenious, but on the other hand, like you could just open it from the top and it would just be a little bit deeper. Like, isn't it
Yeah.
easier to do that than to try to like cut, this little slit in the plastic and not have it just tear open or whatever?
Depends on how much
Dude.
milk you use, maybe.
Dude, you guys, this is. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, please do.
This
We
really,
had a pretty
really
deep vein
compelling
going
conversation. So Pamplemoose. I can't remember if we talked about them on the actual
Yeah, I hate
podcast.
them.
I know we've shared
Not a fan.
videos on.
Means grapefruit.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan at all.
Wait, Pamplemoose is like the chick that sings
Super hipster.
like
Yes.
that.
They're super hipstery.
Just the worst.
But what was that video
Cover.
that somebody posted that I actually liked? That cover they did.
It was me. It was me, and it was Old Town Road and Pony.
I hated it.
You're wrong.
So
It's
much.
great.
It's
It's
so
great.
bad. It's not.
They are
It's-
amazing.
They do nothing interesting.
What? Okay. Wait a minute.
Here's what they do. Let me tell you what they do. They think they're so good at music that
Yeah,
they're going to
that they
make
can-
everyone else's songs better. They're like, you thought this was just a pop song, but listen to it now.
It's
Isn't it
similar-
great? Now
it's
that,
similar
now that
to the-
we've played it.
It's similar to Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence. Like that
False.
song was already perfect, and you made it very much worse.
Yeah, like.
But I'm not saying.
you,
I'm saying.
Oh, you don't like-
Aaron's argument is that it's similar. I'm not saying that's my opinion necessarily.
You don't like Old Town Road because it's too black for you. Let's get a couple of white people to like jazz it up. Now you like it.
How dare you play the race card?
It's true.
When I
Oh,
was
you don't
going-
like you don't like pop music? You think pop music is dumb? Well, what if we put like some sultry little underneath it? Now
She's like
now
the
you like
female
it.
version of
Is
Aaron
she Aaron
Neville.
Neville?
She whispers. Yes. She whisper sings. Yes.
I don't know much, but I know how I love
See, now that I like. That is good.
that was good, right?
Pamplemoose.
We can all agree that was good. The singing I just did.
I hate them. I'm sorry.
Plus, like,
Okay,
just call your
you're-
band
It's
Grapefruit
like
already.
so cynical. Oh, it's just the worst.
It's cynical.
Yes. It's
Or you are
cynical
cynical
because it's like,
about it.
oh,
Like, it
you
makes
like
you
this
cynical?
song? No, it's a cynical approach to music because it takes things and it commodifies them, and it's like, if we just put like the right spin on it, then people will like it, and then they'll give us money even though we didn't do anything
It's kinda like Kids
interesting
Bop.
or original to the song. It's the exact opposite of Barista Nightmare.
I think you're putting a lot of motive.
Yeah,
Into-
I am.
But, like,
Why do
What
why do
they're
they do
doing.
it then? Do they sell the music? Do they get money for it?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure they make money on their YouTube channel. And the dude, the keyboard player, he created
Jack
Patreon, so we
Conti?
kind of have to give him props for that
He's a little
created
conty.
Patreon?
Jack Conte? How do you say his name? Conte?
I'm not
Anyone
gonna
know?
I'm not gonna try.
He created Patreon?
Pamplemoose.
I believe so. Yes.
How can that be possible?
Is this one of those?
He is
Playground
CEO
rumors?
and co-founder of Patreon.
Oh, boom.
Yikes. I don't know if that makes me like him more or less.
You should like him more. That's cool.
It is cool.
He's some
It's pretty cool.
deadbeat musician who created
What does
a
his
thing.
guitar
and it's probably
say on it? I need to know what his
I
guitar
guess
says
that's
on it.
pretty
Something about
cool.
noobs.
It's pretty
Okay.
cool. Wait, do they have
but
original
we're way
songs?
in the weeds. We're way in the weeds. Here's the thing. I'm glad we had this conversation because Aaron, I'm sure some people will agree with you, and I'm sure some people will
Remember
agree
that
with me,
video I
and
posted
that's fine.
in 60 Cycle Hum recently about this girl?
Nope.
Who? What about it? You don't like that video?
What?
Or you don't remember?
You said, "Do you remember that video?"
Yeah, I'm
and
saying you don't
I said,
remember?
"Nope."
So it's this YouTube channel called something, and it's this girl who's
Hydraulic
like,
Press channel.
what if like this song was
Oh,
in
yes.
the style of this
Okay.
person? And everyone agreed that it's a terrible YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know.
Oh, that comedian?
Yes. Ali Spagnola? I think they
Well,
probably
her-
say Spagnola, but it's probably originally Spagnola.
Spagnola.
Her shtick is, "Hey, I'm living crazy. Want to join me?"
You know
that's
who
her-
joined her?
Who?
Natalie Dawn from Pamplemoose.
Phil.
Okay.
That's
Mic
indefensible.
drop. Mic drop.
One of her most popular videos. One of her most popular videos. The title of it was "Why I Choose Weird," and the premise of the video was explaining
weirdly.
Well,
It should be weirdly. Why I choose.
But that's not what
she was
said,
choosing
so-
weird.
okay.
Weird as in a noun. Like I choose
Yes.
weird. Like Pikachu.
Yes.
I choose weird.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
And
okay.
the whole premise
Continue.
of the I didn't watch it, but the whole premise of the video was that she wears different shoes, like her left and right shoes are
What?
different.
Are they like Vans where they're like the same shoe but different colors or something?
No, well, sometimes, but no, they're like very obviously different. But at the same time, like that's the dumbest.
Basically,
Why
yes.
would
it's like
you
when
do
you're
that?
in elementary
That's
school.
Not, that's not weird. That's just unintelligent and dumb.
Yeah,
remember Natalie Portman's character in why am I forgetting the name of that movie?
Garden
it's one of
State.
those Garden State. Thank you. She is Natalie Portman's character in Garden
Yes.
State, and it's like, okay, the fact that like you can't just say
like she has so little life
Weird
experience
noises.
that she thinks that the things she does are interesting.
Yeah, you can't say weird noises and then go, "Isn't that cool and crazy? Aren't I cute?" Like, you can't do that. I mean, you
Yeah.
can, but I don't understand.
I do it all the time.
It's like
Do you expect people to pay you for that?
part of it that's annoying is like there's this Norm Macdonald bit where he talks about how like women say that they like funny guys, but that's not true. They just laugh at attractive guys. Like she's like Natalie Portman's character, nothing she does is interesting. And just like the Pamplemoose girl, like like
You leave her out of this.
if the Pamplemoose girl was Adele, she would not be popular. I know I'm treading on dangerous territory here, and I'm not proud
Dude,
of what I'm saying right
you're
now.
getting Adele.
But dude, she got Adele.
You're getting Adele.
You got to get Adele.
Okay, but wait. We haven't even got to the part that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I
first.
was going to say, we got to get back to your point here. Grape Nuts.
Yes, thank you, Aaron, for defending.
And I don't know why I'm arguing Aaron's point for him, because I don't even like have strong feelings one way or the other. But Aaron pulled me over to his side early on in that conversation.
No, your default is okay. Cool, we're ganging up on Phil. That's your default.
Well, don't make this
If
about
you don't
that.
have an opinion. Okay, Here's the thing, though. The thing is, I'm the most recent Pamplemoose video is co-starring my freaking cousin.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see
Remember,
it going there.
I know. I mentioned this. I'm sure I've mentioned before that my cousin has moderately successful YouTube channel where she does the Google Translate for stupid songs, and most of them are Disney songs.
Wait, what?
I know I've mentioned
does
that before.
that. I don't. Maybe.
I have no recollection of that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Some of our crazy fans are going to go, yeah, it was an episode, blah, blah, blah. So I have a cousin who has a moderately successful YouTube channel, and that's primarily all she does. Is she's got a great voice, and she sings. She does Google Translate like 50 times on popular songs, and then sings the words.
Oh, okay.
The
I thought you meant
translated
like she
words
worked
that are
for
all
Google
weird
to
and jumbled
translate
up.
songs.
Nope.
I was like, I
So-
didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like a algorithm. I didn't know there were people behind it.
So her
Is
most
it Melinda?
Yep, Melinda.
Melinda what? Eisenhower?
Dude,
No, Melinda Reese.
hook a brother up, man.
My mom's side.
REESE?
So
Or like-
yeah, Frozen I think was the first one she did that got like super huge. The Frozen one.
Yeah, this Circle of
but
Life
anyway-
one has 755,000 views. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Melinda
How much does
Kathleen
the-
Reese?
Frozen one have.
Frozen, according to Google Trend. Oh, Let It Go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, her video quality has improved. 11 million views. Holy balls.
Yeah. I think it was like shared by Ellen or something like that.
Oh, dang.
Anyway.
Why did you not tell us your cousin was YouTube famous?
Yeah, dude. She could have can she throw in a plug
Dude, we
for
could
the
be-
Gear Slum?
We
She has
could be
almost
heroes
1 million
just for one
followers.
day.
This is like when I found out. This is like when I found out after my neighbor moved that he is cousins with Roy Halladay.
I don't know.
Remember when I told you about that, Aaron?
I don't know who Roy Halladay is.
The pitcher?
Oh, the
like Cy Young Award winner?
Like a picture on the
He's
wall.
like one of the best
I don't know.
pitchers ever. Roy Halladay. He played for the Phillies, I know.
He's good at drawing pictures or like taking pictures.
No, like
or...
he pours like carafes. Like he pours drinks and stuff.
No, he's a glass blower, and he's really good at
Yeah.
pictures.
He played for the Blue Jays for a long time. But yeah, he won the Cy Young Award like multiple times. Like he's one of the best pitchers ever, you know. And he just like threw that out. Like his last name's Halladay and everything. Like he's his first cousin. Anyways, so you have a famous cousin.
Well, you guys are bearing the lead here. Yes, she has a
With
YouTube channel
Pamplemoose.
that has lots of... But she is on the most recent Pamplemoose video.
Yeah, but she has more followers than Pamplemoose.
Does she?
Yeah. Like 200,000 more followers than Pamplemoose.
Yeah. She has almost 1 million subscribers and Pamplemoose has 750,000.
That... How is that
she's
possible?
doing
That's
she's
like,
doing Pamplemoose a favor.
yes, exactly. You're right. And I had no idea that was the case. But
She's the 60
truth
cycle
is-
hum and we're Pamplemoose. Except like there's a little more difference than 25% probably.
Is she gonna go on the Pamplemoose video and just talk about as long as the check clears and just be a total jerk?
yeah.
Just be a huge jerk.
Be super awkward, but never give up the bit.
The one bit. Just run that bit into the
Oh, so is this her on this Unwritten? No, that's Natasha Bedingfield.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause that
Natasha
looks like
Bedingfield.
her.
was
Wait,
the one who
that's
wrote
the lead.
song.
You're burying the lead. She did Unwritten.
No, she didn't.
Standing at the blank page before you open up the
didn't
door.
write that song.
Dude, as a fan of the Hills, I can't believe
it's
you
more
didn't
like
tell
that.
me what video it was.
stupid Pamplemoose. Part of it is like
Here's
her
my, this
voice,
is my point.
her voice
That
is
song
like
was already
so-
perfect.
Her voice is like ruining girls' voices. Like we went to this Battle of the Bands thing that my nephew was in, and all the girls sing with that exact same voice, and it's so freaking annoying and played out. It's
ridiculous.
What it's like? Sing with your full voice. Sing like go listen to some freaking Aretha Franklin and sing like her. Sing like Adele. Don't sing like Pamplemoose.
Remember when the dude from Thrice did a cover of Wrecking Ball? And everyone was like, "Oh, it's so deep and emotional." That's Pamplemoose, because that song's already deep and emotional, and the Miley Cyrus version is great. You don't need to cover it and try to like legitimize it. And I feel like they're trying to legitimize music that's already legitimate.
Song that Ben Gibbard would cover?
I don't know.
It wasn't. Maybe it was Skater. It wasn't.
He has a
Skaterboard.
song that he does that he's done for a long time that he still does. I forget what it was. Ben Gibbard cover.
Complicated.
Yes, that's the one.
Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Yeah. And it is good, but also like part of it is like, okay, I like Dustin Kensrue more than I like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Right. And that's
so
what that's really about.
Sense.
When people say,
but
"Oh,
also,
he made it so much better."
Part of what makes it sad is like I can't like maybe that's part of why I hate that Sound of Silence cover is like who on this planet likes Disturbed more than freaking Simon and Garfunkel? Like what?
But here's
like
the other
if
thing,
that's
like if that was if he wrote that song, if Dustin Kensrue wrote Wrecking Ball, it would not have been as popular as it was because it was a pop song. So the whole thing is like he's taking this thing that is worthless and he's adding value to it by making it like cool and hipster. And that's what Pamplemoose does. It's like these pop songs that are already perfectly legitimate songs and they're really popular and everyone knows them. And then they're like, yeah, but that's like a bad thing, but we're going to make it cool. And that's what I don't like about it.
But
it's like musical appropriation. Like they need our help. But they need me to go in and start this taco stand as a white man.
Aaron, where is the difference in anyone covering anything then? Like where are you saying the line is?
I don't think because they're not taking songs that the premise isn't like this is a song that I like that I'm going to cover.
Yeah, like when I cover Fish, nobody thinks that there's any sort of comparison between my band that only my parents come and see and Fish, who stoners around the world come and see.
I think what I don't like is there's this level of irony. They're like, isn't it crazy that we're like making this pop song like something cool?
Yeah, and it's like, well, that your song is less like popular, which popularity isn't coolness, obviously, but like it didn't need your help.
I just don't understand like what comment they're making by covering it, other than like saying.
Why do they have to be commenting on it?
Well, they are like by doing it. Then why do it?
I think the Sound of Silence
because it's fun, and I mean, and they're at the level where they're monetizing covering.
Yeah.
Songs,
but that's
right?
almost worse.
Yeah, so they're like then are they producing art or are they just
when Ben Gibbard sings
commodified things already?
When Ben Gibbard sings Complicated, it's at his live show, and it's kind of like, oh, it's funny to hear this in a style because it's a very different style, but it's such a recognizable song that it's like fun. It's when you start monetizing it. Like if Disturbed covered Sound of Silence at their concert for Disturbed fans, that would be different than them going on the Late Show and then freaking people saying, "Oh man, have you heard that song? It's so much better when Disturbed does it."
But like they are both in other bands. They both have other things, and this is like a thing that they do on the side that is covers and mashups of mostly popular songs.
Yes. My problem is not really with them necessarily. My problem is with like the whole thing around it, with people who like them for that reason, I think. Maybe. Because I agree, like there's nothing wrong with covering songs. I think that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with covering songs in your own style.
I appreciate it.
But I don't like here's my thing. I feel like there's this level of quote unquote irony underneath it where they're trying to be like ironic by covering these songs, and that bothers me.
Which that's very much what Ben Gibbard is doing when he does Complicated.
The irony is gross to me. Like, making money just off of irony is gross.
Like, why is it acceptable? We all love Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, right? Phil, maybe you don't know that you love them, but you do.
Yes.
I do.
They're amazing.
You First and the Gotcha Gotchas are my favorite.
Yeah, why is that
Monster.
different? Maybe
I don't know, because
like
part of it is because nobody, like, again, the level, like Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, some people have heard of them, but they cover songs that everyone that are just like ubiquitous, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're not doing it with any form of irony. They're changing it to such a different style that it's like they're never making fun of the source material.
Well, I would say it's we do a thing, and wouldn't it be fun to do our thing?
Yeah,
to
and
that song.
maybe it sounds like, honestly, I think part of it is just that I don't like Pamplemoose's thing. Like, I like the fact that these punk guys are getting together, and it's like, wouldn't it be cool if we did punk covers of these songs that are they're in such different styles, and that is fun. But like Pamplemousse, they don't look like they're having fun. They just look like depressed the whole time.
I think that's
they
why
look like they're having a freaking blast. The
I
girl
feel like they're taking
is a weirdo, but
I feel like they're
the
trying
She's
to
the
take
whole
things
thing. The girl is the band.
No, dude.
The girl is the band. You could change out every other piece of that band and nobody would notice. It's like Paramore.
That's kind of true. It's
Watch
like most singers.
And her face when she sings, like, oh.
I don't have a problem with her face when she sings.
She just like go
Just
watch
wanna say-
that. Go watch
need to
that
distance
unwritten.
myself from a cool thing right
Go
now.
watch that. I just don't like that it's a woman. You know,
Freaking face.
Here's the difference between them and Me First, and I would say what Phil does is it seems looking in, it seems like they are taking things that they deem to be unserious and they're trying to make them serious. Whereas other people are just taking something that they like and they're just putting it in a new style. But the fact that they seem to take themselves so seriously in the music and everything is the part I think that bothers
like
me.
nobody would.
And I'll admit that that's probably just stylistic. I don't like it, so I have that like preconception. Maybe.
That is like the most
but that's
unacceptable
the thing that bothers me about it.
to me, just in life in general, is when people take themselves too seriously. So that is
Yeah,
probably
same.
part of it.
But
Where you obviously, like your band, obviously is not taking themselves seriously. Like nobody would confuse it for that. Sometimes
But
it's
this
hard to
even
tell
doubles
if somebody's
down-
taking it seriously.
Because
Well,
they're taking themselves seriously while simultaneously taking other people unseriously, which is even worse.
But see, like, okay, and if you are right that they take themselves seriously, then I agree.
Yeah, I could be
wrong.
wrong.
But when I
Can be
the,
and are right.
the videos that I'm thinking of that are my favorites are watching the band like watching each other, and they look like they're having a blast, and that's part of why I like it.
Go watch the first.
Not her,
Okay.
not
But
her.
again-
I'm talking about the keyboard player and the guitar player and the drummer.
Okay, so them,
and the bass player.
I reckon, like, okay, I can get on board with that. That, like, okay, we happen to hit it big because of her. She is the band. Like, if people said Pamplemoose, a lot of people would think that was her stage name. and
I
not
would
that it
think
was
they were
referring
talking
to an
about
entire band.
grapefruits.
Yes, or La Croix or something. But
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, I guess we'll just ride this wave as long as we can because we get to play cool music and it's fun, even though nobody gives a crap who we are. Go watch the first 10 seconds of that
Phil,
unwritten video, though, and tell me your opinion.
I'm very happy that your cousin is being on their show. I think that's cool. That's a great story.
I am happy to learn
That
she
better
has
than
more
them.
followers than them,
Right?
Yeah.
and that she's doing them a huge freaking
I mean, it's
favor.
not a huge fit. Like, they're in different
they're
worlds. I bet
they're comparable, but
they're like,
levels,
you know,
too.
No, okay, but like the fact that she has as many followers, like the numbers that you guys said.
yeah, you would
all
have thought
she has to
you would have
do-
thought Pamplemouse's orders of magnitude bigger, probably.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
and all
I wonder, like, I don't think Pamplemousse will gain followers by her being on their channel, but she probably will gain followers by being on their channel.
I'm
So it
sure
is
that
still
there's-
cool for her.
that they both will.
Maybe.
But I
I'm sure
I
they
get
both
what you're
will.
saying, though. I don't know.
You're right. It's a very different demographic.
Her
the people who watch
like
those
the reason,
and those.
like Melinda, like that is a good premise for what to like. She's doing something funny. Pamplemoose, there seems to be no humor. Again, Aaron, go watch the first 10 seconds of the unwritten video, please, and tell me that your opinion is still the same of the lead singer, because she just like stares.
That I don't hate her face.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not proud of the way that I phrased that.
I think she's looking at someone. I like it better when she looks at the camera.
She's
less
like, look,
disconcerting.
Look how serious I am, guys.
She's
look
like,
how deep.
Can I do this without moving any
I'm
muscles?
singing about this thing.
And then
I like that it's coming through your speakers.
what's your cousin's name?
Melinda. Doesn't that sound like she'd
Melinda.
be like
She's like super into it when she sings.
Latina or something?
Can feel it.
Yeah.
Phil, why don't you?
I know.
Why
get
aren't
it.
you that expressive?
What?
Why aren't you that expressive when you sing? I'm just kidding.
Okay, I take it back.
I'm very expressive.
Once it
know.
gets
I'm
into
just
the
kidding.
song, the Pamplemoose chick,
Yeah,
it looks like she's having fun.
I
Maybe
think
we've
I'm
only
bringing
seen
a lot of baggage to this. I would say
Maybe
I
we've
will
only
admit
seen
that.
a small subset of Pamplemoose
Yeah.
videos, and maybe
I will admit that I probably overstated my case
because I did like
Thank
that
you.
video that you posted, Phil, and I said that from second one that I liked.
But I also really dislike Wolfpack. So, and this feels like the same kind of vibe to me.
but Wolfpack.
I think it's just like stylistic that I just don't care about it at all.
But Wolfpack writes their own music though,
Yeah, that's true.
and they're freaking amazing.
Yeah.
See, I really like. I think I really like funk music because whenever I watch good funk bands, I get hooked on them.
If you play a stringed instrument, you owe it to yourself to check out the Gabriel Tenorio String Company. Every string from Gabriel features a round core, fully hand-wound, one at a time in Gabriel's shop on a machine he designed himself to make sure you get the best, most consistent tone from your guitar. Gabriel makes strings for electric and acoustic guitar, bass, mandolin, uke, bass six, banjo, and just about anything else you can think of strumming or plucking. Each set is specifically designed for your instrument to bring out the sound you always wanted to get out of it. Check out the all-nickel strings for a classic, mellow tone that feels broken in from day one and just gets better over time. I've had them on my telly for a little over a year now, and I just now feel like I need to replace them. I promise you, if you try these strings, you'll never want to play another brand again. Join the string cult today at thegts.co.
Well, have you seen the Pamplemoose guy's his other band?
The Jack Conte guy?
The keyboard player has a funk band.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's the main guy, right?
Yes.
Jack Conte, the Patreon guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, the Patreon guy.
Oh.
What's his
In the
band's
picture,
name?
he's playing guitar.
What?
That's fine. He probably plays
He's
a
always
bunch
got
of
the
stuff.
sickest one of those keyboards, the Fender.
The Rhodes.
What's that keyboard?
Fender Rhodes. Electric piano. That one?
Yes.
Yeah, those are cool.
He's almost always playing that thing, and it sounds so good.
Okay, I'll go look up his...
Yeah, they are good.
He's in one...
Do you know the name of the band?
Oh, that's his wife.
Yes, they're married.
Oh, word?
That's why the profile picture of Pamplemoose is the two of them, not just her.
Is it Foxtails
Well,
Brigade?
no, it's because Pamplemoose is a band. It's a two-person band.
Yeah.
I know, but like they switch out all the
But I'm
the videos are always like what?
I'm just laughing. The fact that it's both of them in the Wikipedia picture has nothing to do with them being married. It's because they're both the permanent members of the band.
Yeah.
Why is that funny?
Because he said they're married, and you're like, yeah, that's why they're
Because
both
I said
in the
they're
picture.
married, and you said, yeah, that's why the picture is both of them. I think you were probably referring to something else. when
I
you
think
said that.
so. Because I think he's referring because you said that she's the band, but really
Yes,
the two of
that's
them.
what I'm.
The two of
he
them
keeps-
are the band.
yes.
Yes.
The two of them are.
But what
the
I'm saying is the
constants.
perception is that if somebody said Pamplemoose, they would think, oh, yeah, I like her
that
voice. or I
weird
hate
girl
her
that stares
voice.
in the camera with the bangs.
Yeah.
Yes. Whispery singing. Yeah. Okay.
that kind of looks like.
I don't, guys. I don't know about you, but she's like kind of cute, right? Am I just kidding? I
don't know. I'd have to see her with glasses on and then taking the glasses off.
And then walking down a staircase
Exactly.
with that
Like,
song,
is that
Sixpence None the Richer song playing.
Yeah.
Oh, she kind of. Oh no, that
Sixpence
girl
None the
had
Richer.
red hair. Huh? Oh, dude,
7 pence.
that's
None the
really
Richer
good.
is what it is, isn't it? So we can all agree that we like arguing more than we like having actual opinions that we feel strongly about. Like, I kind of had no opinion going into this conversation. Aaron, I think, had a mild opinion, but boy, do we love arguing.
I really dug in there. I still don't particularly like them, but it's growing.
No, I think I need to go watch, because I remember they do Virtual Insanity, don't they?
They do.
And
yes, they cover that. They mix it with
I have to.
a Bee Gees song, I think.
Here's my thing. I'm very protective of pop music.
With Staying Alive.
Like, as a phenomenon. I'm very protective of pop music as a phenomenon because I think it is a legitimate form and craft, and it bothers me when people try to legitimize it because it's already legitimate.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift doesn't need you.
And so I
to
assume
do a
that's
cover
what
of
they
her
were
song.
doing, but
Taylor Swift songs are amazing as they are.
I think you're probably right that they're maybe not doing that as much as I thought they were.
I don't. Okay.
This is like a white
most cynical.
It's like a white person opening a Mexican restaurant in Southern California, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is appropriation." But then you find out that, like, she grew up in Mexico and she just happens to be white or whatever. And It's like, no, this is like, you can come around.
Or it's
You
like
can change
Taco
your
Bell.
opinions.
Like, Taco Bell is technically appropriation, but it's really good, and it's not like the real thing anymore.
It's just its own.
See, here's the thing, though.
It's
like
so different.
on the most
Yeah,
cynical
it's
level,
inspired
like
by.
you can say what they're doing is profiting off of pop music, but I don't see why like it has anything to do with we're going to legitimize popular
Because
music.
it is. They're like
it's making it more
they're
hipstery.
like
It's taking.
they're like
pop
that's
music.
vapid. We're gonna take their thing and we're gonna make it like a real song. We're gonna put real
Yeah,
music.
Totally.
No. See, I disagree
We're
with
real
that. I would
bands,
say
and
that
we're gonna.
at the most cynical, you could say we're going to cover someone else's music that has 10 million hits on YouTube, and because when people search for it, they will find ours, and we will make money off of
I
that.
think that's
Like, that's at the most cynical, and I disagree with that view, but at the most cynical, I would say that is
I think
what they're doing.
Aaron's viewpoint. I agree with Aaron's viewpoint in general, but I just don't think necessarily that's what Pamplemoose is doing. I do hate
I
it
would
when
agree with
somebody
that, too.
takes a pop song and tries to legitimize it. And, like, I don't think that's what Disturbed was doing either. I think they genuinely probably admire Simon and Garfunkel.
I think,
But it
Zack
does
Snyder
feel
asked
that
them
way.
to do it for this stupid movie.
Okay, but here's the difference with Disturbed is like they're
They're super well known.
an extremely popular
Yeah, totally.
They're an extremely popular band, and every album they do an 80s cover on their band, and they don't like when you're a band, you don't know what is going to be like a hit, and for some reason that was like everybody was like, "Oh, this song." And it's like okay, like
and they might not even
they've
like
been doing
the
what
fact.
they do.
It's like, oh crap, what was there?
But it
was
would be
another,
like if you're in like a jazz band or something, and then you're like, "Oh, we're gonna do a Limp Bizkit cover." Like,
or it's like
it's
Cake.
the only reason that's ironic. The reason it's ironic is because you are taking something that is deemed to be like lowbrow, and
yeah.
you're trying to make it highbrow.
Yes, which I do disagree.
And I don't like that.
But this is more like
see-
is more like Cake covering "I Will Survive." The Disturbed thing is like when Cake covered "I Will Survive," and then it's like, oh, I guess that's our popular song now, which kind of sucks. Like we just did that as like a
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
cover. Like I wish people
like
liked our
filler.
original songs
It was
more, but
album
it turns
filler.
out people just want stuff they already know. Like it's the same reason they keep making sequels. Like people don't want interesting
But,
movies;
like-
they just want sequels.
So if Disturbed started a YouTube channel with a different name and just did covers
I think
of songs, like that's what
The
this
thing
is.
that
Do you see what I'm
bothers
saying?
me-
It's not like
the
I
thing
do
that
see what you're
bothers
saying,
me
but
about
I
Disturbed
think you have
isn't
to
the fact that
factor
they
in
did it.
genre.
It's the fact that people like it. and people like it more than the original. Like, that's not acceptable in my mind.
I thought you were going to quote Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park there.
Oh, that like they never, they only thought about if they could.
Yeah.
They never stopped to think if they should. But I do think I get what, because as I look through Pamplemoose's thing here, they're largely covering songs that are not, that aren't known as being.
It's not
Like they're doing like Red Hot
top
Chili
40.
Peppers. They're doing.
Yeah, you're probably.
They're not.
They're all over
They're
the
not
place.
ironically taking, because Ben Gibbard doing Complicated is more along the lines of what you're saying. Like people
Yes.
in that scene,
Yeah, same
the
with
people going to
Justin
a Death Cab for
Kinsrew.
Cutie concert would never admit to it liking Avril Lavigne unironically.
Yes, I fully admit that my opinion of Pamplemousse was based on limited understanding of what they
And was
do,
based on your opinion of other
but I
things that you thought were
still
similar.
do have that feeling about that concept, but I don't think they're doing it as much as I thought they were doing.
Yeah.
Although I don't like when they do like rap music.
Okay, I accept your apology, Aaron.
I'm not apologizing. I never said anything.
I'm
I
sorry
didn't,
that you made yourself cry.
I didn't
Phil.
like personally offend you. I'm so sorry that you. I'm so sorry that my opinion about some YouTube channel like personally hurt your feelings.
Aaron, your
Like
your
Pamplemousse,
apology
like nobody
is
nobody
so
on the
sorry
planet thinks
I'm
Well
so sorry
deserved.
you're making yourself cry right now.
like the Bee Gees.
So
The
funny.
Bee Gees don't need anyone like protecting them or going to bat for them. And Jamiroquai,
Right.
Like nobody's gonna argue that Jamiroquai is mainstream or that like it needs to have more legitimacy brought to it. You know. So like them doing, I don't see any problem with doing a Jamiroquai Bee Gees cover. You know. Because obviously no one thinks. What? How did Pamplemousse get big? What commercial did they do? Like an Apple commercial or something?
well. Okay, so he has his fingers in a lot of pies.
Did you know that
Oh,
he co-founded Patreon?
He's
CEO.
got that.
He's the CEO too.
He did a video. It says he gained widespread attention
It
when
says.
his video Yeah was featured on YouTube's main page.
Yeah.
The video, animated in stop motion, had garnered blah 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 blah. So, he's a musician. He's got he's in a couple different bands, and in addition to all these other things, so he's just like,
But I guess, but Pamplemousse, they did a commercial that was really popular, didn't they?
They were in a commercial, yes.
Was it a car commercial?
I don't know, like iPad or something, iPod.
iPod, I don't even know.
Toyota. They were in a Toyota commercial. Is that what you
Okay.
said? You said
Naga,
car.
Naga.
Yeah.
Not gonna work here no more.
I'm not gonna work here anymore.
Nagasaki.
Okay, so we can all agree.
Oh,
that
they
Phil
did
was
Mr.
wrong.
Sandman. They did Hyundai commercials too, apparently.
See, like the Mr. Sandman cover, that's
Singing
just
Christmas
very much in the
songs.
vein of Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
Yeah.
Oh, it pisses me off so much that they're trying so hard to make.
We can all agree.
Cool when it was it's already cool.
We can all
I'm
agree
not
that
saying it's cool.
we hate her face, though, right?
I'm not saying that pop music is cool or that it's good. I don't like when people try to make other things palatable through their own boringness.
Yes.
Because I would argue that a lot of these covers are less interesting than the originals.
Yeah, but that's not but that's
It's boring.
but they're not claiming that it's more interesting. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
think-
Like Wrecking Ball, I'm just mad at Justin Kinsrew for covering Wrecking Ball because
That totally is that.
that original
That's saying,
song.
like, oh, Miley
it
Cyrus.
is. Although, to be fair, like he just did it randomly, like at a concert, so it wasn't like
Yeah.
I don't know. Does seem a little bit different.
And that's why the Ben Gibbard thing is the same way. Like you only
Yeah.
I don't know they ever recorded it. You only hear it on like concert, audio that people take
Yeah.
or videos.
Look at this song. She's crying at the beginning. That is a real tear.
Don't you just want to punch her face?
Oh, Miley Cyrus. She's so good. She's not good. I don't like her in general, but I like this song. I'm gonna listen to it. You guys keep talking.
Okay,
I'll
Aaron's
be busy here.
Okay, here's another thing. Don't ruin the surprise, anybody. But
Okay.
my son is a huge fan. I have to talk quietly because I don't know if he's outside. He's a huge fan of 21 Pilots. You know who
Which
they
ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, do you know who 21
Kids
Pilots
love him.
I know 21 Pilots.
And
Did you know the 21 Pilots? Oh, wait. Go ahead.
it's like
Aaron,
very cute. It's like very cute and naive. He'll ask me once in a while when I go to concerts, is it 21 Pilots? I'm like, no, I'm not spending $100 to go see this band that you like and I don't, you know. And he'll be like, you have to, is 21 Pilots coming soon? Or, you know, you have to let me know when 21 Pilots comes. So my neighbor is he's like the director of customer service for Larry H. Miller. They own the Jazz and the arena here.
Mm-hmm.
And he had me come in and do, kind of as a favor, do some acoustic stuff for him. And like a day or two after he asked me to do that, they announced this show kind of last minute. It's in October and they just announced it. 'Cause they added it. They were coming through like on a second leg of their tour. You know how bands like end up being more popular than they thought. So they kind of rerun their tour route. They were going from Denver to Las Vegas. And they just like, the guy who runs the arena was just called him and was like, hey, don't you want to just stop by and make a quick, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars? So they added this tour. And so he's straight up getting me like tickets to go see 21 Pilots.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to take my son and I'm going to be the greatest father in the history of the world.
Yeah, dude.
Way cooler than your brother giving him fruit.
Yeah, freaking. Ugh. Hate that guy. And that's going to be like a rad show. Like that's one of those things where once you reach a certain level of popularity, you have so many people behind your show that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like U2. We talked about, like, I don't really like U2, but any show they put on would probably be amazing. Right?
Mm.
You guys still there?
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
I'm still here.
Just the production value is like way
Or,
high.
yeah, like I'd go see, like if somebody gave me tickets to go see Katy Perry, I'd go see that in a heartbeat, you know?
Heck yeah, dude.
Just can be like, I don't know, be like fireworks and crap. Be like swinging from the ceiling or something.
Did you know that 21 Pilots was
Like that-
signed to Fueled by Ramen Records?
What?
Fueled by Ramen?
Yeah, of course I do. I love,
They're on Fueled by Ramen.
like now?
Yeah, like they always have been.
What?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
I
freaking-
also didn't know that Fueled by Ramen is actually owned by Atlantic now too. So
Oh, okay. That makes more
it
sense.
makes more
now.
sense. But
Yeah, dude.
But still.
Fueled by Ramen, that was like, they
Yeah,
had
dude,
some of the
Jimmy
best.
World.
Well, yeah, and the stereo. Did you guys like the stereo very much? They're
don't think I
also
remember
one
that
of my
band.
favorite bands of all time. And like the Impossibles were on Fueled by Ramen, I think.
Paramore was on Fueled by Ramen, right?
Yeah, that was like
There's
later.
a bunch of bands.
Mm-hmm.
They must have sold
Oh, here's a list.
a while ago.
A Day to Remember.
Yeah, they're good.
Cool.
Huh.
Jack Conte's band is
Say Conte. Conte.
That's like
okay.
that's another Silicon Valley thing. You remember that?
I Conte even.
Dude,
right now.
there's a band on Fueled by Ramen called the Front Bottoms.
Oh, dude, the Front Bottoms
no,
are good.
No.
You don't know the Front Bottoms? Literally, the Front Bottoms are one of my favorite bands of the last like 5 years. They're so good.
I think maybe you've mentioned them before. Oh,
It's such
that's
a funny
terrible
name,
name,
the
though.
Front Bottoms.
Oh, Panic at the Disco is on. Yeah, they must have.
Yeah.
Scary Pockets. Scary Pockets is the band name.
Scary
Funk.
Pockets. Okay. That you like. Okay.
No, it's the band. I'm not saying I like him. I'm saying that's what's his name's funk band.
Oh.
Oh, one of the founders of Fueled by Ramen is the drummer from Less Than Jake.
Oh, that's right.
So
yeah.
that's why, because they had a few ska, like the Impossibles were ska in the early days, and then Fall Out Boy was on Fueled by Ramen too. Okay,
Fueled by Ramen is a funny name.
it
It's a
is.
good name.
You guys need to listen to the stereo though. I'll send you some. And you guys haven't heard of the Impossibles?
I have heard of them.
I've heard of the Impossibles.
Do you like them?
I don't know them, but I've
Yeah.
heard of them.
Man, they're so good. Their anthology CD is like one of the best.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the Incredibles. I'm just kidding. I'm not thinking of the Incredibles.
Where's my super suit?
Careful.
Okay, Phil, I think you had a game for us.
Oh.
Do you have a game for us? Let's hit it.
Jazz.
Let's hit it.
That was my jazz voice.
All right.
Oh, yeah, the Impossibles are pretty cool. Gun Street Wiring Shop represents a brand new approach to the guitar wiring market. From their nothing is impossible philosophy to their community first attitude, Gun Street Wiring Shop is the premier maker of guitar wiring harnesses. Based in Central Oregon, Gun Street only does one thing: make your guitar sound and play better. Bored with your standard switching? Gun Street. Need more options? Gun Street. Looking to nail that classic tone? Gun Street. You want to try something that's never been done before? Gun Street. Sean's always coming up with new circuit designs. He's always down to make something special to fit your exact needs. So hit him up now, gunstreetwiringshop.com. Turn your SG into an OMG, your Les Paul into a More Paul, your Telecaster into a Telestar Blaster. And as always, members of the Street Crew get an extra discount at everything at gunstreetwiringshop.com.
This is a game everyone knows and loves called
Guess That Pamplemoose.
That Pedal Review.
I like it. I like it. Let's do it.
And this is a review by
TechCrunch?
1 star.
Hey Dad, how are you? Hey Dad, how are you on your podcast so long and watching Harry Potter?
Okay. You know what? I'm almost done, okay?
We watched like so much.
Shut up! Shut up back there!
This is why, because you're
What did I tell you about talking?
That's funny.
Yeah, he's making it longer. Okay. Tech. 1 star. Title, sadly, didn't cut it. February 21st, 2018. I hate to say it, but I concur with other negative reviews that say it sounds like a $50 fuzz box. I was so disappointed that I couldn't keep it. I expected so much from this well-regarded pedal maker.
I feel like we've heard this one before.
I still can't believe how disappointed I was. The bottom, he capitalized bottom, the bottom line is that for this kind of money, it should blow your doors off.
Yep.
And it didn't even interest
The
me.
Muffaletta?
Definitely heard this
I
one
own
before.
many boutique pedals, and I find, quote, the good in all of them. I'm very puzzled that I couldn't do that with this one.
Is it a Muffaletta?
No.
Is it a boost?
Is it an Earthquaker?
It's not a
No.
fuzz. It's like an overdrive, right? Is it an overdrive?
I like his sentence.
It-
I was so disappointed that I couldn't keep it. Like, you need to rephrase that, dude.
It does not have fuzz in the
Gosh,
title.
Dang
Is it
it,
an overdrive?
Phil. This is why we hate Pamplemoose.
What? What?
of your
Okay, I'm just going
nonsense.
to tell you.
Does it say
We
fuzz in
have
the
heard
Amazon
this review
title?
before. I don't remember what it is.
No.
But we have heard this review before. We've done this one before. I remember he said it's $50. Sounds like $50 fuzz pedal. Is it an OCD?
No.
Is it an overdrive pedal?
You're cutting out. I couldn't hear what you said.
Is it an overdrive pedal?
Overdrive is not in the title.
I know, but is it an overdrive pedal?
I'm going to say no.
Hey, Phil. Did you
Mhm.
did you buy a reverb pedal recently?
I did.
But it doesn't say reverb in the title. It just says Ocean's 11.
I believe it does, actually. Not in the title, but on the device, on the
Well, yeah,
artwork.
but it says
does.
bypass too next to the knob, but it doesn't mean it's a bypass pedal.
It's true. That is true. It
Be
doesn't
better,
mean that.
Phil. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
What does it say on the pedal?
Oh, good one, Aaron. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Damn it.
Phil, read
Is
to me
it?
the words
Can you
on the
not
pedal.
tell us if it's a fuzz pedal? Like, don't tell me that.
It is
don't
not.
tell me
Just
that
say
it doesn't say
no.
fuzz on the pedal because I didn't ask if it says fuzz on the pedal. I asked if it's a fuzz pedal.
Is it a delay pedal?
It is not a
Is
delay
it a
pedal.
boost?
JHS?
It is not
Full-
a JHS
full tone?
pedal. It is not a full tone pedal.
Is it a Wampler pedal?
It is a Wampler.
Oh.
Is it the Tumnus?
It
Is
is
it
not
a
a
triple
Tumnus.
wreck?
It is not a
Oh,
triple
is it
wreck.
the one that has
Is
the
it the
British flag on
Plexi
it?
Drive?
It does not have a British flag.
Is it
on
mostly white with other colors?
it is not. It is not mostly white.
What color is
Other
what?
colors.
What's the main color?
The primary color is red.
Is it the?
The crap. What's it called? Pinnacle.
It's the Pinnacle
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Ooh, 27 points for
Phil,
Cole.
again,
We have done that one.
we have done this review before.
No,
Phil,
Yes.
Remember how Aaron was talking about that spreadsheet he uses to keep track of his stuff? You should get one of those.
Like we're getting to the point where like every other time you have a repeat.
no.
And we only do the game every other show, so that's like every time.
I distinctly remember that review
Yep.
about the guy saying it sounded like a $50 fuzz pedal, and
Yeah. And I remember we
Talking about
couldn't
the
remember the
bottom of
name
it.
because we went through like every Wampler pedal before we
Yep.
landed on that one.
Okay, well, maybe this is a repeat too, or maybe it's not.
I like how you're acting as if you were like building that into the game.
yeah,
This-
that's
I
part
knew
of it. You
I
get
was
bonus
planning on
points
doing
if you,
repeats.
If
yeah.
you recognize it's a repeat, you get bonus points.
Hey, that's on you guys for not remembering.
We did remember that we did it.
Well, but you couldn't
It
remember
took
what
us
it
like
was. True.
20 seconds to get there.
It was longer than 20 seconds. All right, this next review is by Benjamin Markham. It's a 2-star review, and the title is Use with Tubes or Do Not Use. September 16th, 2016. Pros, nice gold finish. Lots of tone
Oh,
customization.
crap. What's that?
Warm, creamy tone when
What's
set
that?
just right. Cons,
Is that JHS Moonshine? No, the one with like the wand
That's
on
silver.
it. The
Morning Glory.
cons
Morning Glory.
does not sound good at all with solid state amps. Frequently, switch stays lit when pedal is in bypass. Incredibly annoying.
That's a problem. Why did
Very
he
hard
mention-
to dial in a usable
Why did
tone.
you mention tube amps first?
Unbelievable, stupid, and painful name.
What?
Unbelievable, stupid, and painful name.
Gold finish. Stupid and painful name.
Is it the Super Fat mod from Keeley Electronics?
No.
What? Like, okay, the whole crux of his review is that it doesn't sound good as solid state amps, and then he sneaks in this thing where, oh, sometimes the light stays on when the pedal's actually off. Like, that's a huge problem. How did he not
That's a legitimate problem.
lead with that? Lunatic? Okay, is it a...
Is it a Klon style pedal, like a Klon Centaur type clone pedal?
Is it...
I don't know the answer to that question.
Is it the Sacred Cow Overdrive from Mojo Hand Effects?
It is not.
It's a painful... Is it like an offensive name?
Some might say it is offensive.
Does it have penis in the title?
It does not.
Is it racist?
It's not. It has nothing to do with
Homophobic?
race.
Or is it like sexually graphic?
It has nothing to do with.
Like anatomically graphic?
Nope.
Why would people be offended by the name?
This is the. It's the kind of thing that it's like you would tell like little kids, "Hey, don't say that," but like most people are fine.
Oh, so does it have
it
like
now in
anus
culture.
in the name?
Is it the HellButt?
No.
Is it
What?
the HellButt?
Oh, it's the Keeley dick fart.
No.
Is it the Shut
fun.
Up?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. No, it's the
It's
stupid.
not the HellButt? For real?
HellButt? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that kids say?
It's
HellButt?
a thing that you would tell kids not to say, but it's not really that bad.
Yeah, totally.
Hell.
Stop being such a HellButt.
I like it. I don't know. Oh, is
like
it?
it.
I know what it is. I know what it is. It is the MXR badass modified
Yes.
OD.
It is.
Yes.
Boom.
Good job, Aaron.
32 points for Cole.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a
Is
gold.
that the
'Cause
one that's?
I always think of the red. What's the? Oh, the red is like the.
That's the
78.
76, 78. Yeah, that's the one that's like a DS1.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't know what
bonus
the gold
question.
one is supposed to be though.
Bonus
I bet it's
question.
like a Marshall.
Have I done this review before?
No.
No.
Okay.
Custom badass. It is. Oh yeah, it is modified OD. I wonder if it's meant like when I see gold like that, I would associate it, and even the font is kind of reminiscent of Marshall type stuff. I wonder if that's what it's kind of.
Okay, so what kind of person says they don't like the name?
Tell us the words he used, because it was very strong language.
He said unbelievable, stupid and
and
painful name.
What? That's like a pretty. That is so weird that that's his like one of his biggest. Again, because one of his complaints is that the pedal literally doesn't function how it's supposed to.
Doesn't function.
He's worried
properly.
about the fact
I wonder
that
if
it says custom
it might
badass.
just be a modified tube screamer though.
Maybe so.
It says custom badass modified OD features a classic overdrive with modern modifications for improved performance and versatility.
Oh, but then it says experience overdrive Nirvana. Like, don't use Nirvana in your pedal description unless it's talking about the band Nirvana. Right? Can we at least
True.
agree on that?
Yes.
I don't know if I agree on that.
Well,
Nirvana was a thing before the band.
It still is a thing.
yeah, but
after
now
the
if
band.
you're talking about guitar pedals and it says Nirvana,
Yeah.
Especially because it's like such a thing to have like coded language in your descriptions.
Experience Crosby, Stills, and Nash
Exactly.
with this.
experience overdrive Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash. No Young.
Holy crap! I do like the MXR 78 distortion. I won't say the full name because it's ridiculous and offensive and
And painful.
what else? Painful. Yeah.
Stupid and painful.
Painful. It's
Of
stupid.
all the names, like every single Way Huge pedal has a more painful name than this one.
Unbelievable stupid.
I think it's because it's
I
not
think they
even
mean,
like-
they meant unbelievably stupid.
Or
right?
maybe like unbelievable, stupid. It's
Yeah.
all three things.
and painful.
Can't believe it. And it's stupid. and it
Plus,
hurts.
like if you look at the face of that pedal, it just looks like you mostly
you
just
barely
see
see
modified
that.
OD.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is such a weird thing. And like, who's buying?
That's so funny.
I don't know. That's yeah.
Yeah,
that's
plus
pretty
you
great.
bought
is
it
it
first.
painful?
Like no one forced you
I
to
don't
buy
know.
it. It's not like you didn't know the
That is
name
a
when
great-
you bought it.
Why is the name painful?
Like that is a great description though. That is the type of word that like. Well, I'm not thrilled when my 10-year-old says it, but I say it. You know. Like you say it when you're older, or when I'm not around.
It's not as good as HellButt, but it's pretty good.
HellButt. Her dick fart.
The MXR HellButt.
Dude, don't tell me you wouldn't buy a pedal called the MXR Dick Fart or HellButt.
It would be cool. It would be cool to have a line of pedals like the Dan Electro Steiner
swear
names.
words.
They're all like little kid,
Kids,
little kid swear words.
Yeah, like butt munch and
Poop,
like
poop head.
dill
Poopy head.
hole. Dill. They'd have
Fart
like
knocker.
yeah. There'd be like a cut. There'd be like dill hole and dill weed, and they'd be like slightly different versions of the same type of effect. You know.
Yeah, like
Well,
one's a
one's
silver,
a digital
silver clon and
delay,
a gold clon.
and one's an analog delay.
Oh, okay. You have one more?
Fart knocker.
Yeah.
Review? Fart knocker.
I love that.
What is
word.
it? Oh, in Home Alone. I always loved in Home Alone when he calls him Trout Sniffer. It's like
does that
it's nothing.
mean?
but it's so offensive.
I know it sounds like really.
Beat that, you
It
little.
sounds
it
really
sounds
bad. I
terrible.
was like, what does that mean?
Like you
Josiah
smell
asked-
fish.
Josiah asked me what that meant, and I was like, I don't know. And
Like,
he's like,
does
no,
it
tell me.
mean
And I was like, no,
something?
Like I can
really
think
don't
of
know.
some things that might possibly be, but they're
Yeah.
like more offensive than anything he probably means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trout sniffer.
I'm going to
that, you
read
little
this
trout sniffer.
without any modifications because,
Okay.
well, frankly, because I don't understand it.
Okay.
So you're welcome.
Is it painful? Review.
Stupid. Wait. Unbelievable. Stupid and painful. Okay. This is by Robert M. Kelsey. It's a 2-star review titled Disappointing ...
Disappointed.
December 27th, 2018. So that means he probably got this right after Christmas.
2000 what?
What a bummer. 18.
Oh yeah.
Although the
You
specs
probably got it
indicate
for Christmas.
I know.
You said right after.
If you believe, like,
Although the
like
specs indicate
real Christians believe
up
that
to
Christmas is
6
only midnight.
dB of boost is available in the VCA mode, I actually heard an attenuation even at maximum. There was too much background noise as well. It fares better in OTA mode, but overall, it was a disappointment.
Is this a pedal we talked about
I didn't
recently?
try it with an expression pedal, so I can't comment on that feature. The affiliate vendor possessed the return in a timely fashion, so my
Processed?
rating is not a reflection of their service.
Does it really say possessed the return, or did you read processed wrong?
Oh crap, I read
okay.
processed wrong. It says the affiliate vendor processed the return in a timely fashion. Sorry.
I wanted to see if I should make fun of you or the reviewer. Just wanted to
Yeah,
double check.
you can. It's me that time.
And every time.
VCA
It's
and
always
OTA
been you.
modes.
We talked about a pedal that had a VCA mode, just barely. If
We
had to.
We
be
have,
you.
I believe we have talked about this pedal before on our podcast, but I do not believe it was from Guess That Pedal Review.
Let me ask some not yes or no questions. Number one,
Why?
how many knobs does it have?
It has 6. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else. This pedal of the review I just read has
switched
let's
over
talk
to your
about that
incognito
one.
window
knobs.
3 knobs.
and a switch,
1 foot switch.
One
and a
foot
switch for the VCA mode or whatever.
and 1 toggle switch.
Oh man, what
Does
like,
it only have those 2 modes on the toggle switch, VCA and OTA?
You know,
I'm gonna say yes.
Is it It's not
Yes.
labeled.
There's one word next to the toggle
And what does
switch.
it say? Mode? No.
It says boost.
Boost. Okay. So it's just a switchable boost then.
1 foot
Is
switch.
it a
1 foot switch.
Is it a delay?
reverb? Oh, delay? Is it a delay?
It is not a delay.
Is it a reverb?
It is not a reverb.
Is it some kind of modulatory effect?
It is not a modulation pedal.
Is it what some would define as a wet effect?
No. No one would define it that way.
Is
Or
it
if they are, they're a crazy person.
some type of overdrive? Is it a fuzz?
No. It's
Is
not
it
a fuzz.
purple?
preamp?
You guys, I don't know enough stuff.
Is it
Yeah,
purple?
we know.
It's not purple.
Okay. But it is a preamp?
Some might call it a preamp.
Okay. What color is it? If it's not purple.
It is black.
Okay.
3 knobs.
Yes.
Is it like a clonkalone?
No.
It might be a preamp.
Are the
Is it
knobs
just
arranged in like a
triangle?
V pattern?
A-
A V?
Yes.
V pattern?
Yes.
Is it Electro-Harmonix?
No.
Does it
Is
just
it in
have a
standard,
single
like small enclosure?
What? Aaron?
Standard small, like small, regular size single pedal enclosure?
It is. It is less than standard enclosure.
Like it's smaller?
Well, more. Okay, more than it is more than standard enclosure.
Oh, like
you're saying it is
it's
less than
not
standard. It is
It's
not
less
standard.
than
Yes.
standard. Not
It's
less
large.
than a standard. I get it.
Is it a
Okay, so it's
standard?
kinda big.
Is it like a total one-off enclosure, or is it just?
Wait, is it from that Deadbeat sound?
It is not made by Deadbeat
Is it a
Sound.
Deadbeat.
boutique?
Something else?
Is it boutique? I think
Is it exotic? Is it an EP booster, or an S?
Is it
It is not.
Is it an SP compressor?
is it by Deadbeat
not that
Audio?
brand. What, Aaron?
Is it from Deadbeat Audio?
It is not from Deadbeat Audio.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Is it from Deadbeat Video?
Nope.
Oh,
Is
Deadbeat
it
Sounds,
exotic?
not Audio.
Is it an exotic pedal?
It is not exotic.
You said it is
You
boutique.
said it's not
or it's-
boutique?
It's like you're not sure if it's boutique, so it's like full tone or something like that. It's in that realm.
It's one of those tweener names. I think it's definitely or tweener brands. It's definitely a cool kid name. But I don't know if we could I don't think we could call it boutique. No, in fact, I know we cannot call
Oh,
it boutique.
jeez.
Wow.
Okay. I'm taking a
Unequivocally
stand.
not allowed to call it. We cannot.
But it's not
call it
like a
boutique.
major label. It's not like MXR or Boss level.
You said it's black,
It is black.
3 knobs, not boutique, 1 switch.
Can you tell us what one of the knobs is labeled?
One of the knobs is labeled
No,
tone.
not that one. A different one.
That's what the other one.
Can you tell us what all the knobs are labeled?
Gain, tone, level.
Gain, tone, level.
What? So it's just a.
It's not Electro-Harmonix?
No.
Black.
Is it Catalan bread?
Those guys.
No.
are
Wampler?
boutique.
It's not Wampler.
How much is it?
JHS?
It is not JHS.
You would call JHS and Wampler boutique, though, wouldn't you?
I would.
Okay. But they're
you
borderline.
would.
Like, they're very mainstream.
I wouldn't
now.
call Wampler boutique. but-
Yeah, they're mainstream, but also because of where they started, you still
Yeah.
lump them in with boutique.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is it? Oh, jeez.
Is it a Keeley? No, that's definitely kind of
It's
boutique
not-
to you.
Like Boss or MXR?
What color are the knobs?
No. The knobs are black and silver.
It's not an Earthquaker pedal, is it?
No.
That would be boutique.
I guess
in
they're
your mind.
boutique, yeah. I'm saying boutique things. Is it, gosh, I can't think of any other companies.
Yeah, honestly. It's gotta
Can
be
you tell
this.
us who makes it?
I will tell you this. This pedal is not they're not primarily known for making pedals.
Oh crap.
but you are aware that this company makes pedals.
Is it Seymour
Both
Duncan?
of you. No.
Is it? It's not Fender. Is it? Oh,
Is it VHT?
is it VHT?
No.
Dang, I got excited. Is it like Bogner or something?
No.
Being such a Bogner. Dude, a renob. That would be
Friedman?
another. That'd be another one of our pedals in that line. A renob. And it'd be like a slapback. I'm sorry that you guys couldn't laugh at that joke.
You can have one called the 80,085. And it's like
or
an
the
808
or the
clone.
58, yeah, the 58008. Because then you turn it upside down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I'm so.
Okay, it's a company. If he tells the company, it's going to give it away, right? What are they known for making? Amps?
Keyboards.
Oh, is it
Synthesizers.
Is it a Roland?
No.
Korg?
Casio?
Korg?
Oh, it's a Moog.
Nope,
It's a Moog pedal.
Yes. It's a mug.
They don't make keyboards. They make synthesizers.
Synthesizers.
I said that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but you were wrong at first. You said a wrong word. I don't know any of their
It's
pedals
It's
names.
the one of the Mogerfogers. It's the Moog thing. I don't know. I honestly don't know any of them either. It's not the one.
Are you guys giving up?
It's not the one with the wood inside, right?
No,
Or is
I'll
it?
Google.
This is our
I'll
first-
Google and cheat.
This is our first
I'll
giving
Google
up.
Is
and
it
cheat
one
before
with
I
wooden
give up.
sides?
It does not have wood on the side.
Is it the Mogerfoger
It's
drive?
It's a mini Fugger, right?
Oh, Mini Fugger drive? Mini Fugger boost?
It is not the Mini
Mini
Fugger
Fugger Boost.
Is it the boost?
Fugger. It is the Mini Fugger Boost. 69 points for Cole.
Booyah. I mean, that kind of just because, like, okay, first of all, you said we had talked about this pedal.
Yeah, remember I mentioned it like maybe a year ago, and I was like,
No, I don't. I don't remember that. I'm not the
and I was
Rain
like,
Man.
and we were talking about they have. No, we talked about this line of pedals are all like hand wired or something. They're like,
Oh my gosh.
they've got a delay, they've got a
Oh yes. We talked about how they like are this weird place in the market. That
yes, and we didn't know they existed, and we're like, whoa, that's so weird that they have this line of pedals, and they all have like the same.
and they're like $150-ish bucks.
Yeah, and they're a weird form factor.
They kind of look
they're
like the
They look really cool, I think.
the Thorpe, or it's
Yes,
like
'cause they've
just
got that
the
angle.
angle on the front. Yeah, they don't have like the thing up protecting the knobs or whatever. But
I'm guessing it looks super super heavy.
It looks right.
I don't know, but
it is a cool looking pedal. And what's the expression control? I wonder.
right, I don't know what that would do.
Probably like the level of boost.
Yeah.
Like you could use it.
So
like
you're
almost
you're
like a
replacing
volume
one of the
pedal.
knobs with
Probably.
foot control.
Probably.
I mean,
The one that you're looking at, does it have the plate with like the little triangle logo kind of
Check
thing
this
on it,
out.
or is it just
When
the
paired with an
little
expression
bar?
pedal, the MF Boost can be used as a tone enhancing volume pedal or sweepable gain boost. The expression pedal input provides higher access to higher gain values not available on the front panel.
oh, interesting.
Interesting.
So it's not
Okay,
one of the
so
knobs. It's like additional.
With a subtle 6 dB boost or a 12 dB plus boost with the expression pedal. Interesting. But apparently, that's not the case.
Yeah, and but the shape of it. If you look at like the size of the knobs and the placement and the foot switch, it looks like it's bigger than like what a standard size.
Yeah,
I think
pedal
it's
is, right?
like about the size of those like TC post Behringer pedals.
Or the
yeah,
Fender,
you're probably right.
like the smaller of the Fender, the new Fender ones.
Yeah, maybe about the same. Yeah. I think they look really cool though. They have that kind of
They
like
do look
vintage
cool.
look to them.
Nobody would argue
Dude,
that.
that pedal sounds rad too. Here's my only complaint.
I don't know. I
feel
heard
like
it's
they're
kinda
trying
noisy.
to legitimize something that they don't think is legitimate.
It's already cool. It's already cool. They're just trying to make it cool, right? That's what's happening, right, Aaron?
It's true though.
It's like
I just
Come
hate
on,
the
Moog.
way I
We
just hate
get
the way
it.
that it looks.
Moog, like stop looking me in the eyes. Stop trying to give me sexy eyes, Moog.
Get it? You're a cute girl. Like
We get it. You're cute, and you know it, and you've got a good voice, but you use it in a weird way. Okay, we understand, Moog.
Come on, Moog.
Mug.
Guys, this just kind of put me in a really. This kind of put me.
It's
in
like
a really
when an
bad
actress
mood.
is like, "I'm such a geek. I'm such a geek," because like
I'm
I
such
go
a
on Reddit and
nerd.
stuff, and it's like, no,
I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd because I like comic books, and it's like you don't like comic books, you like comic book movies.
Hey, now hot people like comic books too. That's what it is. Stupid. Pamplemoose is the MCU. Ugh.
MCU,
Ugh.
pal.
Yeah, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
Are you not aware of that?
So I feel like
Yeah, because you're not a nerd.
we've all said some things we regret in this episode. Probably.
I feel like
haven't.
you kind of come full circle though. Phil has definitely said some
Yeah.
things that I regret.
I mean,
I regret a lot
Phil's
of things
done a
that
lot
Phil
of things
said.
that I regret,
Yes.
but I'm glad that we are where we are now, and we're able to admit that.
Yes.
I'm glad that you both have come to my side of the fence in different ways.
Yes.
One of you, a respect for somebody's YouTube channel, and the other of
I
you,
don't respect. I
more
still
of-
don't respect
more of a
the
respect
YouTube
for women.
channel. I do not respect the YouTube channel. I just don't hate it as much as I previously did.
But you defend their
I
rights.
have a lot
No.
of respect for your cousin's YouTube channel that almost has 1 million subscribers.
yeah.
Like, and
That's insane.
I'm kind of angry that you haven't tried to exploit her for the benefit of our podcast yet.
yes.
It's a very
Even though,
different.
Yeah, there's like
No.
zero crossover, but still though,
Zero.
like, get her to wear a
Dude,
Gear
you
Slum
Google
shirt or something.
Melinda, and she comes right up, number one.
Wow.
Or probably
That's pretty
It's
cool.
probably also because I was just like
Yeah,
on
like
her
Google
YouTube
knows
channel
what you're looking
a minute
at.
ago. Yeah.
If I Googled Melinda, maybe
Google
you would find
knows.
something different.
New video every Friday. Dang, Melinda.
Dang, Melinda. Damn, Melinda.
Back at it again with the white shoes, Melinda.
The white appropriation. No, wait, is it her that we're
wow.
mad at?
She's the first thing that comes up.
Yeah.
She has 811 patrons.
This is all too much for me to handle right now.
She could like
Did she
practically
did she
just
invent
live off
Patreon?
Patreon.
She's the other. He's the co-founder, and she's the other one. Just kidding. She's not.
She put
We've all learned
The
a lot.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Can you believe that she comes up before Melinda Gates?
Well, it's spelled
their
differently.
names
but-
are spelled differently. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
M-A-L.
Yeah. She smells weird.
She does look like
spells
she
her
smells.
name
She smells. She
weird.
smells by the
She spells her name oddly.
That's why it comes up. Like,
It's not Malinda. It's
Partially.
not a name.
yeah, Melinda is M-E-L.
Melinda. Does she just do like straight covers now too, though, or are they all those weird things?
I mean, I guess we have to go check out her page, right?
I guess,
guess we're all
everyone
gonna
head
be
over to
Melinda
Melinda
fans.
on YouTube.
You know what? Let's do her a favor and give her a
Yeah.
shout
Yeah,
out.
guys.
Should we cover one of her songs
She's gonna
to
feel that
legitimize
Gear
it?
Slum bump. She's gonna feel that Gear Slum bump pretty soon, and be like, "Man,
Don't say it like that, though. Especially end with this episode. It's troubling. Does it not say like how much they're making?
no." She has it list. You can, I guess, you can
Okay,
show
you
how
can
many
probably
people
tell it to
support
say
you
that
instead
or
of
not.
how many dollars. Is it because Phil's her cousin or what?
I mean,
Is that why I'm
kind
not allowed to
of.
say that?
I'm just trying to like. I feel like I'm coming out on the wrong side of the Me Too movement after this episode. You know, like, I'm just. I don't want to get fully like Weinsteined here. You know,
Oh,
I use the term.
maybe
I use the
partially
term
Weinstein?
Weinsteined in the sense that like he's the victim.
like
'cause
he's
he
the
got-
victim. I know.
His career was damaged by all those pesky women.
Poor Weinstein.
We need to make Hollywood great again.
It's true.
Is this episode over?
I think it probably.
Yeah. Did we stop recording?
Like, how long have we been recording? This was fun.
I think I ran out of hard drive space by now.
It was fun, gentlemen. I'd like to thank our listeners, of course, and our sponsors for sticking with us.
Guys,
folks.
go check out youtube.com/Melinda, MAL.
Also, check out youtube.com/thegearslum for all those pedal porch videos.
We also
New episodes every
Friday. Mash that bell to get notifications when our new videos are available.
Like, subscribe, follow,
like,
for
subscribe.
like. Hit us up on Instagram. I had a really fun Instagram experience the other day where I posted in the stories, and then people responded, and it was fun.
Cool story, bro.
You know how you can ask questions, and then people answer the
yeah.
questions? Instead, I said, give me the answers, and I'll give you the question.
Oh, yeah, and you made fun of Phil for being
I know,
old.
because you're a
was
weirdo
pretty
fan
fun.
of Jeopardy. You know, my problem with Jeopardy is that it's trying too hard.
Keep going. For what?
It's trying
Like
too
the
hard.
$10,000 pyramid
to
is
make...
already fine, all right? You don't need to legitimize.
Jeopardy is trying too hard to make these, like, to just kind of jump on the backs of all these facts.
You don't need to
about
legitimize
things.
Hollywood Squares, guys. It's already legitimate.
Yeah, you don't. It's like already there, and they're just like trying to be like all cool with his stupid beard.
He
no,
doesn't have
his
a
stupid
beard,
mustache.
dumb idiot.
Now's not the time. We don't speak ill of this soon to be dead.
You HellButt.
You freaking
Stupid,
such a-
painful.
such a dick fart.
What is impossible, unbelievable,
Dude, you're so
stupid, painful episode. This has been unbelievably stupid and painful. But seriously, guys, Pamplemoose, one of my favorite channels. Check it out. Drink some LaCroix. I said that really weird. LaCroix. And thanks for friendship. Like Cole said.
Thanks for friendship.
For Cole Duke and Phil Eisenhower,
Thanks for friendship.
I'm Aaron. Thanks for friendship.